the N64. But I love the N64 more than you. But have either of you two played these 3 N64 games? What's happening, guys? Gemma here and back again for another video, and we're going to be talking about 3 N64 games you must play. These are, I want to kind of say, you know, these are underrated, lesser talked about titles. Obviously we can go in with the Mario 64s, we can go in with the Diddy Kong Racing, they're obvious choices, but this playlist is about titles that we might not hear as much about. Let's take a look. First up, guys, is a genre that is lost on me typically, and that is the racing genre, but I think the N64 and the PlayStation 1 and down had some really nice racing games. In particular, the Ridge Racer series, this being Ridge Racer 64. Now, what's awesome about this game is it's kind of in between Ridge Racer on the PlayStation 1, with the kind of vibrancy of the colours, the music, the tracks seem very similar, and between Rage Racer, so that's, you know, not as bright a colour palette, a little bit more serious. So this is kind of in between, and I really like that, because when I played Rage Racer I really wanted it to kind of devolve back to that, you know, vibrant era. So this for me is kind of like you're getting the best of both worlds, and it's not a title, like I said in the introduction, that we hear that much about, so I definitely think it deserves some love on the N64. And if you've played it, please drop me a comment below, and if you haven't played it, go and snag yourself a copy, guys, you will not be disappointed. The second N64 title you guys must play is Blast Corps. This is actually an NTSC copy. I much prefer NTSC box art, as a side note here, guys. Now, some of you guys have mentioned this to me before, and I have played it quite a bit since mentioning. Now, if you haven't played it, this game feels to me very cathartic. You know, you can channel your aggression into this, and it's just loads and loads of fun. If you like smashing shit down, explosions, crazy stuff going on all over the screen, then this is for you. The object is pretty simple. You have to navigate 2 nuclear missile kind of trucks to their final destination, but the path is just littered with buildings, risks, crazy stuff going on, and you have to, you know, the trucks are in transit, and you have kind of like a limited time to, you know, make the path really clear. You can pick, you know, there's numerous vehicles, numerous kind of ways, you know, 1,000 different ways you can kind of go about creating a clear path, and I just really like it. It's fun, and for me that brings an element of that kind of mindless gaming. And what I really love about that is that you can just lose yourself in reality completely. So this is definitely a worthy title on the N64, and I often question why some of these games didn't get, you know, more attention. Every time I pick up an old N64 magazine or a copy of Retro Gamer, you don't really see this Blast Corps in there. So maybe that's a cue for me to write a review about it. But nonetheless, guys, if you've played it, let me know what you think. Have you beat the game, actually? Let me know. And if you haven't played it, go and snag yourself a copy. Third and final title, guys, is a game that I believe I have an unboxed copy of, but as I'm sorting out this games room, things are a little bit all over the place, but nonetheless, Mischief Makers is a really awesome side-scrolling platform game you have to check out. Now, what I love about it is it reminds me of some really nice side-scrollers from the SNES era, in that it's very kind of rich in colour, there's loads of obstacles to kind of meander through as you're going to, you know, go through these awesome levels, and it just seems quite quirky as well. Like, you'll notice there's these kind of little blocks that sometimes you have to use to get to where you want to go, and every block has the same face, and they kind of glow, and it just reminds me of, you know, there was a level I think in Super Mario World where you would kind of navigate over the lava on these skull faces, and it reminds me of that. So, you know me, guys, I thrive on nostalgia, and I love those little details, and Mischief Makers, again, is a very underrated N64 game. Now, there's some really nice artwork. It's very kind of Japanese anime, and, you know, the main character, when you're in-game, the in-game action, you can really see that artwork shine through, whereas some of the more inanimate objects aren't as anime as the main character. So I like that distinction as well. You know, those little details just really make me buzz when I'm playing games, and, you know, just talking about it now makes me want to play it. And like I said, underrated to the point where, have you played it? again, don't really see it in like some retro gamer magazine, which I read every single month, and it's a shame really. I'm starting to feel as though the N64 is almost a lost generation of gaming, which is a darn shame. It's the last cartridge-based console. It's Nintendo's last cartridge-based console, and I just feel that we need to give it a bit more love. So please go and check it out, guys. Mischief Makers is my third game you must play on the N64. So there we go, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe. In the description you will find a link to this playlist. It's taken off really well actually, and if you've got any consoles you want me to cover, please drop me a comment. Really appreciate the support. I'll be back this week. My name's Gemma. Take care. See you soon.